Hello everybody, this is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I'm coming back on tonight on this beautiful Saturday to share some of the products that I used to create the projects that I showed in this morning's Saturday Morning Makes video. So I have a bunch of the things that I made kind of sitting around here, and I'm going to try and go through and just answer some of the questions that have come up from the comments that were left today. So first of all, people were asking about this die, and if you remember, I showed you these two little snowflake gingers, and I did just use some tea dye ink from Tim Holtz Distress Ink. These little snowflake cabochons were in my stash, and then of course the little Peachy Keen faces are in the Jill's favorite assortment set. Okay, so I used this particular die, and P and others had asked about what this is. So this is the die number 664782, but the name of it, if you're searching for it, is called Christmas Character Box. And if I remember correctly, I think this was a gift from Susan Laverty. Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, but Susan gifted this to me, and so it's a really sweet ginger. Just in case you're wondering about the size of it, let me measure him. He is, or she is, let's see, almost 3.5 inches, about just shy of 3.5 inches long. Okay, so that's how big this one is. And width-wise, when the arms are spread, about 2.5 inches. Okay, so that's the size of this particular ginger if you're interested. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Then I also did, I had some questions about how I got the scallops on this tag as well as this one here. Okay, and I think I also used the scallops on this one here. Okay, so that is this die set. It's called Pretty Scallop Circle Dies, and this is MCT D268, and this is from My Creative Time. Okay, and I'm trying to see. She doesn't have her website on here. But it's if you search My Creative Time, it will come up and you'll be able to find the website. Okay, so that's what it's called, Pretty Scallop Circle Dies. Okay, and I used to create the snowmen, which I also edged these in tea dye ink, and then these are the LOTV Digi Shop tags, and I'm going to try and link things in this video down below so that you can find them. But this is this die from Impression Obsession, die 884-U. It's called Large Snowman, and I love the beautiful stitching on this. This is an Anna Wight die, and it's just so sweet. So I used the larger snowman face that's in my new set, okay, and that's how I created the snowman. All right, so that's the die for that. And you guys had asked, someone had asked about this die and how I made the snowball for the snowman tags. Okay, so that is, I've shown this die many times. This is also a My Creative Time die. Let's see, does it say what it's called? It's called Bunch of Fun Circle Dies. Okay, and I've had this for I don't know how many years. Long time. It also makes a really cute card, and then you can layer it with this. So I've made circle cards with this many times. So that's what the set looks like, and this is the effect that I got using it to make the using the large snowman face from this set. Okay, and then people were asking why this one doesn't have the cheeks on it. The cheeks are drawn in by me when I stamp it out. So you're going to stamp it, and then I took a pink Copic marker and then a white Jelly Roll pen, okay, to draw in the little hearts that I made. Okay, so people were asking why this stamp doesn't have the cheeks. It just doesn't come with the cheeks. You're going to add those as part of your artistry, however you want to add them. Okay, and so I just wanted to answer that because I didn't want people to be confused. So this, it makes a really cute snowball, I think, this little flared circle in this set. Okay, so that answers that. Again, the Snowman Hat is not a die. I just hand cut it. I actually took a piece of black cardstock cut to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch size, and I just went up at an angle, went up at an angle, and then I cut this part at the bottom of it. And then I just cut at an angle again at the top to create the hat. So you could draw it on the paper first to make it easier to cut it, but that's how I did it. And then I just cut a little strip of paper at angles also to add the strip for the hat. And then this is a Hobby Lobby holly, and then I just added some bells, and these little tags again are from the LOTV Digi Shop. I linked it in my, the 2 videos back I linked it, but I will link it again. So I'm going to try and put all the links down below, like I said. And then just so you know, this is just white gel pen with diamond stickles over the top to make the little drippy snow, as if the snow has gathered on his hat. Okay, so I think that answers, and the same thing here. I just added a little drip onto his corncob pipe. So that takes care of that question. Okay. Then people were asking about cottage cuts and where to get this little tag die. So here's the tag that I created. I die cut it. I took a black Copic marker and colored in the hat. I stamped the face, and then I edged it in tea dye ink from Tim Holtz. These 2 little star gems are from Factory Direct Craft, but you can find tiny gems at almost any craft store. So you should be able to find either tiny buttons, tiny gems, something that you could put on here that would fit. Dress It Up crafts, buttons galore. A lot of them have tiny little items that you can use. So this is what the die looks like. It's a tiny die. It's 1 1/4 inches wide by 2.3 inches high. It's called Snowman Tag. I believe the price is $1.95 or something like that. And it's at Cottage Cuts, and someone was asking about the website. So here is the website. It's www.scrappingcottage.com. And this is the number CCE-205, and it's called Snowman Tag. Okay, so that's how you do this one. And then this is that LOTV Digi Shop Let It Snow stamp. When you purchase these digitally from the shop, you'll have to recolor them red. You can do it 2 ways. You can print them in black and white and then take a red Copic and just color the tag red. Or you can go into Word, and there is a way to color these. Now, someone has asked me to make a video. I don't know when I'm going to get to that, but if I can get to it, I will produce a video that shows you how to do it, okay? All right, so let's move on from there. That takes care of that one. Then I had shown this little this cute little gingerbread ornament, and these little tags that you see where the writing looks like this, Happy Cookie and Cocoa Season, I made these in a GIMP software, and I actually tried to produce a sheet of it that I could put on my blog that you guys could print. I haven't given up on doing that. If I can figure out a way for you to be able to print them easily, I will do it, but I haven't figured it out yet. I tried one night and I ran out of time. So, but anyway, this design, I was inspired by something that Kathy did. She's such a beautiful artist. And so these are like, as if it was an ornament shining. Those are the marks as if the ornament is shining. The die set, and you can see I actually have some additional die cuts in here, but this is what the die set looks like. It's again from Cottage Cuts and the Scrapping Cottage. And this is the number, CCB035, scrappingcottage.com. I didn't check to see if this is still on their website and if it's still available, but there are lots of ornament dies on the market, a ton. There's probably more ornament dies than gingerbread dies, I'll tell you that right now. I wish they would make more gingerbread dies and snowman dies and less ornaments, because there's a ton of ornaments and it's very hard to find gingerbread dies. But I digress. Anyway, so that is the information on how I did that tag. Let me keep going. For this card, this is just a pattern paper that was in my stash. These oval die cuts I used are the Elizabeth Craft Design scalloped ovals, and then this infinity cat scrappiness infinity oval dies. So that's how I made the oval for this. And everybody's been asking about this particular sentiment that I used on the card. So this is the stamp set that sentiment is from. It's called Darcy's Heart and Home. This is the number, POL 479. I purchased mine at the Shabby Not Too Shabby Shop. There is a code for the Not Too Shabby Shop, thanks Jill, until September 9th. And if you go back in my video feed and you find the one that shows some products I got from Not Too Shabby Shop, an announcement of last week's Saturday Morning Makes, there I did a pre-video where I showed Not Too Shabby Shop and some products that I had purchased from them. And that's where I show this stamp set, and that is where I got mine from. So there is a code, thanks Jill, that you can use through September 9th to get 15% off this stamp set. So you could contact Jamie at the Not Too Shabby Shop and ask her about this set. I think she can order it for you if you want it, okay? And again, there's the sentiment. Mine's a little bit dirty because I used an amalgam ink and I need to buy stamp cleaner. Someone was asking me what stamp cleaner I use. Oh, and you know what? I don't think I kept the bottle right now, so I don't think I can tell you. But there's lots of stamp cleaners on the market. Hero Arts, I think. Oh, I just can't think right now. But anyway, there's the stamp that was on this card for those of you that were asking. Okay. And then on this tag, I use these open scallop circle dies. These are a die from I don't know, 15 years ago, 16, maybe more like 18 years ago, from Spellbinders. So I don't know if these are something that are still available, but there are open scallop circle dies on the market. You can check Memory Box. There's lots of different companies that do basics. Sizzix, I think, has an open scallop that Stephanie Bernard, I think her shop has it. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, look for just an open scallop circle die, and it should come up. Try some of the bigger stores like scrapbook.com or Simon Says Stamp. But you should be able to find something comparable, okay? Let me see. Did I cover everything? We covered the snowmen. I think, these bows were from